I'm going to talk to you on the subject, and believe it or not, we're done with that series, I believe, 14 weeks. Did you ever think I could talk that long?
Yes.
Yes, I knew you would say that. I knew you would. Of course, Bob, he's my good friend. He said, no, I couldn't believe it. I'd like to talk to you on the subject, you've got mail. You've got mail. Well, years ago, before... I had a certain way of getting online, and when I was on that and I got mail, it would pop up no matter what I was doing. You know, I was sort of researching. Well, it came up at the bottom, so you've got mail. This voice came up and said, "You've got mail." Well, it reacted a response to me. I mean, what it didn't say what mail. But I got mail, and I just had to stop whatever I was doing and look and see what this was all about. 99 and 100% of the time, it was an ad. But I never learned. I shut down. I just go right back to that. See if, oh my, this is very important. I'm sure the IRS has written me and told me that I have $10 million coming back. You know, so I'm going to go check it out. Well, you've got mail, and in all of these envelopes that you've got the mail in, there are certain truths that you should know and that I should know. One of the things is you're working along, you're doing your own thing, and the message pops up, you've got mail. And when you go back to it, you find out there's a little love note in there. It says, the heart of love will go out to you as you approach the challenge you're in right now. That's kind of God's message to us. Now, everybody has challenges from time to time. I think probably life, I'd like to try it, but life would be kind of boring without challenges. I've not experienced that kind of life, but they do seem to be around. And so the heart of God's love emails you with this and says, I'm with you in your challenge. No matter what you're going through, I am with you in this. It wants to remind you that God is omnipresent and is also just where your problem seems to be. If it's sickness, then you declare that right where this sickness appears to be, God is. God fills the whole space where I am sitting. It also wants you to know, as it emails you, the Lord is in the midst of thee, and thou shalt not see evil any more. Why not? Because you have new information. One of the scriptures says, only with mine eye can I behold the fall of the wicked. You know, it's only with our own limited concept that we see all this stuff. It also has a P.S. on the end of it. It says, when you lie down, you will not be afraid, and your sleep will be sweet. Sweet sleep. Now, I know people that don't sleep hardly at all. Particularly one person individual that I know sleeps maybe an hour a night. Gets up, has a cup of coffee. I think there's probably the secret of this. Has a cup of coffee, goes back, lays down for a half hour, gets back up in a half hour, stays up, wanders around their home for an hour or two, goes back to sleep again. That's not sweet sleep. That is not sweet sleep. Have you ever had unsweet sleep, where you were in a problem and you rolled and tossed all night? Just rolled and tossed. Every time you just came to a little consciousness at all, you would remember this thing happening to you. And the PSS on the end of this first email to you says, the Lord will watch your coming and your going from now on. I like that promise. Isn't that good? From now on, God's going to watch your coming in and your going out. It kind of it related to the priests, the Sadducees, the Pharisees, the tribes and the leaders of tribes, as they went into worship in the temple. They would, come in with great flair. Banging and drums and cymbals and aren't we wonderfully important, and all their robes were just flying in the wind. But it is telling you that from now on you're going out and you're coming in. It's going to be from me. Now you just get settled down from that. You go back to doing unimportant things on your computer, and there's another email comes in, and the voice says, "You've got email. You've got mail." And you think after seeing this that maybe you just won't open it, but curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. And you open this up, it says, "From God, the Father and Mother of the universe." And it wants to talk to you about your mental attitude. Somebody's always giving you advice, aren't they? Always some advice, no matter what. You know, they're going to give you a little bit of advice of how things should be done. This has to do with mental attitude. When Jesus met the woman who had lost her son, he said, don't cry about it. Don't cry. We're trying to get something done here. Stop confusing your mind with all this sadness. Crying is at the deepest moment, just at an emotional level. So this email is talking to you about your mental attitude, or shall I say, your mental altitude. Where is your mind? Where is it? Well, you get that closed down, and you get all settled down and back in your chair, and the cat has laid at your feet and is curled up, and you are just doing fine, and suddenly a voice comes out and says, "You've got mail." And you say, "Give me a break." So you go back into this email, because you haven't got more sense than that to do, and you're curious and you want to find out what this is all about. And the email says, "Dear friend, your life is going in the wrong direction, and it must come to a stop." Well, now, you said, now who said that? Well, when you got all the way down to the end of the email, you know, there's a signature that says, "Your Father, Mother, God." When Jesus laid his hand on the casket of the man who had died, and the son was, it was the lady's son, he demanded that they stop the procession. Let's not go any farther with this. This man is going to be raised. And I ask you a question, is it so unusual that man should be raised from the dead? Yeah. It really isn't. After all the miracles we see, the things that science has brought forth, we see television, I'm here, you're watching me, away over in maybe Hawaii or Africa, wherever you are. Is it would it be so well, let's put it this way, unusual that God could raise the dead?